Yahweh, Hashem, Moshiach, Hashem, Rakakadash.
And double honors to the elders and the apostles, great millstone from will, and salutations to the hopeful elect brothers out there pushing this truth. With all sincerity and diligence, man. You got a scripture to pop up on your phone?
I got that Jeremiah 10.
Yeah, go.
This is the book of Jeremiah 10 and verse 1. Hear ye the word which Yahweh speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. And what do we have today? We got this Christmas Day folly, man, and our people is what? Giving up to the customs of the other nations, man. Ultimately what? Celebrating Christmas, having a Christmas tree within their quarters, man. Ultimately what? Giving, over to the customs of the heathens, man. And it says, verse 3, for the customs of the people are vain, for one cut up a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workman with an axe. They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not. And this is what our people is ultimately doing on this Christmas Day. The Christmas tree in their quarters, decking the Christmas tree, bowing down before this Christmas tree, not even knowing what this whole holiday goes back to, man. It goes back to them, man.
Those that the Saturnalia, those that big times of the Romans, and they were sacrificing children. When you go into that history, a lot of orgies, sexual magic that goes on.
That's usually the reason why children in Chicago right now. So kids who've been out playing with toys, the spots have been lit up, alright? Even if it's like not cool, like people down here like that, the thing is that it's just been dead.
Because really what's happening is how washing outside is taking the birth out of this kingdom, right? Look, people are really, stressed out. They're really, being affected by this, economy, okay? Look, the love of many is a waxing cold. There's not that unity spirit anymore. Back in our time, we're not even that old. But years back, in the 2000s, families really got together. People, enjoyed the holidays with one another. It's not there anymore. You really see it. Right? I guarantee you, later tonight or tomorrow morning, we're going to hear about how some family members got into an argument, okay? And somebody stabbed one another, shot one another. Somebody's, got deleted. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be some type of crazy, weird Christmas, what do you call fire, go on. It's just some wild shit, man. All right, and that's the Lord, putting an end to this, this problem. Okay, because you gotta remember, Yahweh Shemel Shai is a jealous power. Okay. So these aren't, the Lord's ways.
Now, he sends more curse. It says the curse of the Lord is in the house of the wicked. A part of that is death, man. All right, the Lord hates idolatry, man. He keeps on saying it.
So book of Isaiah, chapter 24, and I'll start at verse 8. The mirth of tabrets ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoice endeth, the joy of the harp ceaseth. Alright, and that's what's happening here in America, man. Alright, hey, the Christmas spirit, the holiday spirit is dead, man. Alright, hey, our families are no longer getting together to celebrate these holidays. People are depressed, people have anxiety, people are broke, losing their job.
Yep.
Drug and alcohol abuse is at all-time high. Alright, it's not the same as I remember when I was a little kid. Alright, Christmas spirit is dead. This place is dead.
That's funny. We're talking about that division. You're gonna have somebody bring up right at the Christmas party, right? You're gonna have some, Trump, right winger that's gonna start talking shit, to their niece. Well, why you got that thing in your nose? You know what I'm saying? Why is your hair blue? Hey, where's that kid's dad at? You know what I'm saying? She's gonna spaz out. Next thing you know, there's gonna be a big ass brawl. This should really be happening, man. We're not making this up. The Lord really got to say. The Lord said, this is coming to set the vision, man. You know?
Yeah. And like, you want to try to come up with war against me, I can make you war against each other. Alright? Now that it's destruction, it's supposed to be completing your numbers. The Lord, and He's cold with that, man. When it comes down to Israel, that's what the Lord did to us. He severed our nation. So that's how you know that we're in the severance of a nation. But it says in Mark, the 3rd chapter, if somebody want to grab that real quick, alright? That's how you know that the days of this place is called America are numbered, man. Babylon is great. Right? We no longer have that, what do you call it, that nuclear family?
Oh, it's done.
We no longer have that, which was the essential part of unity. But once that, everything is broken down, man.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so now everything is divided. Go ahead.
It's Mark 3 and 24. 23. And he called them unto him and said unto them in parables, how can Satan cast out Satan? And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand.
So you erected your society upon Christian morals and bringing families together just to bring about satanic ways and dividing people. Alright? How would you think that your whole government or even stance would be able to rule without different governments trying to divide amongst it, man? Alright, this place is chaotic.
Oh, yeah, I mean, well, if this place were to continue, I mean, we'd be under Sharia lawsuit. You know? You got all these Arabs that they're attacking, you know, from the inside out. And you go to Michigan, certain parts of the Chicagoland area, hey man, it's all Muslim now. You know, you got the Palestinians, different Iranians. You know what I'm saying? All right, in the area. Hey, they're getting into in the Congress now too. You know, and you go to Minnesota, you have what's that lady's name? Omar something. I forget what's that lady's name? It slips my mind. But she's some Somalian. You know what I mean? And she basically said, look, hey, I'm not for white people, man. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, this is a so-called nation that's built on white Christian, you know, values. Ilhan Omar, man. Omar, okay? You see? Hey, it's cool, bro. And what's so funny about her, she's married to a white man, though. See, all these, look, all these people are hypocrites, man. You know? What's her name in Candace Owens? What's that chick name? She's from New York, that Puerto Rican. AOC. She's you know all pro. You know Latino, right?
All of them, especially the ones on the left. I mean, all of them in general, but the ones on the left, they're really into that. They're hypocritical.
Yeah, like I said, they're all pro-Muslim, you know, Latino, pro-black, but they all are married to white men. A lot of them, in particular, Jewish. So who's really running things, man? That's the thing. You gotta start asking yourself, who's really running the show? Hey, they're just puppets, man, being put into place. Okay? You see? What you got?
Book of Isaiah, chapter 24, verse 9. They shall not drink wine with strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. These people, they're abusing drugs, alcohol, they become numb to the reality of things, man. Become numb of their problems, man. You know, being broke, losing their job, not being able to give their kids their presents anymore. So, hey, drugs and alcohol, abuse is all-time high, man. Esau's abusing hardcore drugs now. This place is going down. City of confusion. America's nothing but confusion. America's Babylon all over again, man. Women are over men in this society.
lose acts upon the people.
It's broken down. Hey, this society is broken down, right? Every house is shut up. That woman, they come in, there's crying for wine in the street. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. Yeah. The American's gone. The American dream is over.
Like we were saying earlier, like I know we mentioned it earlier, but all this would be lit up if it was back in the day. All these trees that you see, I know it's not a lot, but they would have had lights on them. Hey, Walgreens would have had lights on their awning, you know? All right? Hey, these buses would have been lit up too, man. The CTA buses would have had lights as well, especially like on a day like this. Come on, man.
It looks like an average day. It looks like what it is. Like natural winter.
I remember going to the store as a child to see the Santa Claus, the fucking bell.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
What are you, a Salvation Army?
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
Asking for donation? Hey, nobody's got it, man.
So it's even a type of spiritual spirit that's coming back in the stuff. You know that this isn't the day that the Lord is born, right? And Christianity is dying. As much as y'all, that vocab and the rest of you guys want to try to bring it back, it's dying. Alright? Because there's no truth in it. Alright? You have so many non-believers out here where they just don't believe all together. They find some spirituality in something else. Or it's a simple fact. They can see that Christianity is from God. Because this is not the time the Lord was born. Alright? This is December 25th. Alright? Which would not have existed. Well, I can say 2,000 years ago, in our calendar, it would have existed, you know, but prior to that, it has no longevity as far as having any relevance, but aside from being another deity's dead works.
Here's first off, the scriptures give you numbers, right? Days, right? It's the first day, the second day, the 14th day, whatever, right? Their so-called calendars, right? It's all over the place. Because look, at one point it was the Gregorian calendar. Now it's the Julius calendar. You know, that right there. When you actually look at how they had their days, I believe that if I'm not mistaken, the Gregorian calendar had 8 days, man. It's all off, man. You know what I'm saying? Even for their, standards and what they use, the 25th doesn't make any sense, man.
Hey,
okay.
If we were no longer in this society.
Then we got February, they just ran me as 28. Oh, it's all off. Yeah. It's Proverbs 12:19. The lip of truth shall be established forever, but a lying tongue is but for a moment. That's the backup of what Lahab said, okay? You know, a lot of people, they're realizing what the truth is. Even if it's at a low, a level, you know what I'm saying, a low degree. You know, you got a lot of people who are saying, well, this is impossible that the Lord is born on December 25th. And I'm talking about just some random, white Christians, you know what I'm saying, out there. Like, I literally seen some shit on that popped up on the timeline,
Lies are temporary.
Exactly, lies are temporary. But what's really crushing this place is that the prophets are out here speaking this truth, okay? Coming with the 100% truth of the Bible. We got the breakdowns.
Right.
Hey, the scriptures say what? Hey, the Lord's going to give you wisdom that they can neither gainsay nor resist. They cannot refute what we're saying. They cannot disprove us. It's impossible, man. Okay? And that's because we got the heavenly knowledge, man. All right? Hey, this knowledge is from above. All right? This is not earthly and sensual. What does it say? Devilish? No, man. All right?
It's the book of Isaiah 25 and verse 7. And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people and the veil that is spread over all nations.
And that's why even the demons that you serve, they still want to be back to the same thing. It's all about the truth. At the end of the day, it's all going to be back to how much God saying the same message. That's why even when Paul said that, I keep showing you with God, there's no God in the truth. Alright? Because it goes back to the same message we keep on telling you. Right? The Lord is coming to judge this place. He's coming to deliver the elect. Alright? His name is Yahweh Shai. Alright? It's going to be a digital system that man's trying to form. He's trying to insert inside of it. That message will not change. We're trying to get the message within strength. We're going to talk to the message about our ability to experience power of Yahweh Shai. It's the same message.
This is 2 Ezra 6:27. For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. That's what we're seeing here right now, right? The truth is making clear. All right, the lies are not being revealed. Right? Verse 28. As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome. And the truth.
On all days, they run it today.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's like you told the brother, I say, man, these trains are running on time perfect to the T. Half the time there's delays, you know what I'm saying? There's a bunch of bullshit going on. Now today, it's running perfectly. All trains too, with all lines. What the fuck? What you got?
As for faith, it shall flourish, corruption shall be overcome, and the truth which hath been so long without proof shall be declared. That's right. And the truth is being declared, starting with the apostles and on down, right? You know, apostles are hard, and they've been in this thing for many years, right? For many decades. And because of this internet, right, we're able to receive this word, right? The word has been spread onto the four corners of the earth. Everybody knows that the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are the true Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks of, right?
It's a talking point, okay? It says in Daniel 12 that knowledge shall increase, you know? That's what we're seeing, all right? This word is getting pushed at an all-time high right now, you know? And that's what's allowing the lies, you know, the deceits to be quenched, man, you know? And that's what's gonna make Esau come down with that great wrath. See, this is the phase that we're in right now. If you're really paying attention to what's going on, Amalek is getting attacked right now, okay? He's getting put into a corner, right? The spotlight's on him, and he don't like the heat.
He about to pull that super Uno tiny cap reverse card so hard.
He ain't even doing that, bro. He's just fuck it. We just been talking the whole game, bro.
He's spinning the dreidel, bro.
Mad as hell. If I ain't winning, no one else is winning, bro. Hey, you know, that's his spirit, though.
Yeah.
You know, and like I said, in particular, these Amalekites. You know, I did a video a couple days ago, like 2 days ago, I believe, about who had one of these. The foundation is stop anti-Semitism. That's the foundation, and the Jewish woman that's running it literally said this, bro. She said, look, you know, there's been like an increase, basically, tax on Jewish people, right? She mentioned college kids and people at, you know, the workplace, whatever, right? And she said this, look, with us teaming up with these different social media platforms, we're able to find out who's anti-Semitic. With that being said, basically, we're going to destroy your life. Basically, look, if you're not on point, your social credit score, without them saying that, is going to go down. We're going to get you fired. We're going to ban you from XYZ things. And that's it. And she said it's going to follow you for the rest of your life. So that's where he's, you know, at. See, right now, I'll say this. It's just verbal threats. And they're doing some actions by, you know, affecting your pocket, you know, your money. But see, this thing is going to continue, right? Hey, that spotlight's going to get brighter, brighter, and brighter. And they're going to get to a point where they're going to say, fuck it, man. Look, what we're doing is not enough. We're just going to have to come down with that sword. Hey, if you don't get in line, we're taking you to a detention center and a rehabilitation camp. And if you don't get right there, we're going to put you to death. You're going to be exterminated, you know? That's going to fulfill what? Revelation, the 20th chapter? You know? You see? This is what's coming down the pipeline. While you got guys reneging, right, on the doctrine.
Yeah,
Like, you know what? Actually, the heathens can be saved. Okay? The America's not the lake of fire. Whatever the fuck they're into. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got to stick with Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Because look, when all hell breaks loose, that's your only safety, your only comfort. Hey, get Proverbs 18 and 10 real quick, because you got these dickheads now saying that the name of the Lord doesn't matter. That's popping up again.
I got you right now.
Like how the apostle said, hey, once they sell out or they start folding, now all of a sudden the name doesn't matter. All these years you've been pushing the name, now all of a sudden it don't matter. Fuck out of here.
It's the book of Proverbs 18 and verse 10. It says, the name of the Lord Yahweh is a strong tower. The righteous running into it and is safe.
Exactly. The name Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is a strong tower. And the righteous are going to run into it and they're going to be safe. Not the rest of you fucking punks out there that don't got the covering of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. You got it, bro. Hey, wherever you want to start.
This is Psalm chapter 91 and verse 14. It says, because he has set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high because he has known my name. So it's power in knowing the name of Yahweh and confessing it. Alright? We're confessing the name of Yahweh. That's what we was called upon in the day when the Lord brings wrath upon his earth.
For there is none other name under heaven given among men. Right? So there is only one name that is given to men where we must be safe, right? The name is important, man. Alright, the name is Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man. Right? Acts 4 and 12. Hey, Elder Uriah always uses the analogy, when somebody says you can call it any other name, it's like you tell the person what's the name, Bob, you call him Jim or Ron and stuff, You're not gonna, you don't have to call him Ron or, he's not gonna answer you. Same thing with the Lord.
It's funny, I was going to talk about my uncle earlier today. His name is Thomas. I was like, so you ever let anybody call you Tom or Tommy? He said, hell no. Certain people, when it comes to that name, they like being called a certain thing. They don't even like nicknames, man. Alright? The Lord, he wants his name to be said as it is. Alright? Father, Counselor, God, those are Lord, those are titles. His name is Yahweh Shai.
Exodus 3:15. And the Most High said, moreover unto Moses, thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, Yahweh, God of your fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob, has sent me unto you. This is my name forever, and this is my memorial unto all generations.
So that doesn't change. It said all generations, man. All means all. Alright? Just like where it says that the law of the Lord is eternal, and his word is eternal, is forever. Right? The Lord's name does not change. Right? It was Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua back then, it's Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua right now. Right? That's who we call upon. Although, we said Yahweh back then, we said the name of his son, which is Bahasham, in the name of Yahweh Shai, the son, so we can get to the Heavenly Father. It's our respect for the son, because now the son is over us, man. He's our king, he's our He's our all that. He's everything that the Most High was. He's our Most High. This is what Yahweh Shai has come in the stead of now.
He's the mediator.
That's
what it comes down to. He's the mediator. All right. You need access. It's like I said. In order to get access to Yahweh, you have to go through the mediator.
They thought it not robbery to make himself.
You got it.
Thought it not robbery to make himself like unto the Most High.
I was gonna say this. We always had a mediator. That's why we had the
Yeah.
Levites. All right, the Levites were the mediator to get to Yahweh. Okay. Then you had, what, Melchizedek. That's a whole other topic in itself. All right. It's funny because what did it say? Yahushua came in the order of Melchizedek.
Yeah, like, the whole side is the first of the elect. The whole side is the first of the elect of the Hamashiach. He's Hamashiach, bro. All right, he's the elect. He's the first of the elect. The first fruits of the first fruits of the first fruits. The first fruit. That's what Yahushua is, man. And then after him is the elect.
Let me get this real quick. It's Hebrews 7 and 14. For it is evident that our Lord sprang out of Judah, of which tribe Moses spake nothing concerning priesthood. That's a very heavy point, all right? Because look, now I'll say this, really all the tribes are priests now, man, okay? The scriptures say what? We're a nation of priests, okay?
Well, that's starting with the elect.
Yep.
Right? So that's why Yahushua, he brought it, it says we bring in many sons. Because he brought in, God, king, priest, prophet. All right? Yahushua was all that. We're walking after that same stead. Right? We're being cleansed and brought back, being holy back with Yahweh, Bashmi Yahushua, Father, man. Right? We're walking, trying to be in the steps of what a God is supposed to be, being godly. That's what that means, man. Thought it not robbery to make himself equal with the Most High, because that's what the Lord is bringing us back to. And we have to travel this road because it's the only way to that. It's not building up your community in the spirit of boxes, giving people turkeys around Thanksgiving, Christmas time, right? It's really about pushing this spirit so we can return.
Verse 15. Yet it is far more evident, for that after the similitude of Melchizedek there ariseth another priest, who is made not after the law of a carnal commandment, but after the power of an endless life. For he testifieth, Thou art a priest forever, after the order of Melchizedek. Yep. All right, Yahushua, okay? You see? Is there any order there? That's it. Just to make that point, okay? Yahushua came after the order of Melchizedek, just to show you that there was always a mediator, that was the main point.
This is the book of Psalms 2 and 12. It says, Kiss the Son, lest he be angry, and ye perish from the way when his wrath is kindled but a little. Blessed are all they that put their trust in him. Right? So ultimately, Yahweh set up Yahushua, ultimately to be our mirror, to ultimately to follow, who ultimately who ultimately, Yahweh set up Yahushua, to ultimately forget to him.
Provoke him not, for he will not pardon your transgressions, for my name is in him. But if thou shalt indeed obey his voice and do all that I speak, then I will be an enemy unto thine enemies and an adversary unto thine adversaries. And that was Yahushua, the same angel that was before Joshua, that captain of hosts, that he bowed down before. Okay? Because John in the island of Patmos was told not to bow down to the angel, man. So that's how you know that captain of hosts is Yahushua, our mediator, our king. Okay? As it says in Isaiah 9, I'll read it real quick. It says, Isaiah 9 and 6, it says, For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder. And his name shall be Wonderful Counselor, the mighty God, the everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. Okay? Which is Solomon. All right, you got Solomon, which is Yahweh. You know, it says, of the increase of his government and peace there shall be no end. Upon the throne of David. And
It's
upon,
like that cuts these so-called Jews, man. Right? You know, they don't believe. It's funny because I was saw a clip of that dude Ben Shapiro, and he believes that he said the majority of the so-called Jews, right? They believe that who this world ignorantly calls JC, right? That he was just basically radical. You know what I'm saying? Coming up against the Roman government. They don't even see him as a prophet, nothing. They just say he's basically a regular man. You know?
in the Talmud, they say how it's
Okay.
They call Mary a whore in the Talmud. It says, and upon his kingdom to order it, to establish it with judgment. It says, and with justice from henceforth even forever.
It's like you talk about the. Can you read that one part with Roman David? But like, just read that whole verse.
It says, of the increase, Isaiah 9 and 7, of the increase of his government and peace there shall be no end. Upon the throne of David.
Peace there shall be no end. Keep going.
And upon the throne of David, and upon his kingdom to order it and to establish it with judgment and with justice from henceforth even forever.
Exactly. And look, these Amalekites, they don't talk about the throne of David, right? Righteous order. They go against the scriptures. Like how you mentioned, really what they follow is the Talmud, okay? And the Bible. That's what they follow. They don't look. The Bible is just a front, man. That's all it is. It's just a front. But what they really practice is that Kabbalah and that Talmud bullshit, man. Which that all goes into Babylonian customs. All right. You see what I'm saying? All that wickedness that was in that witchcraft that was going on in the Middle East, which it still is, man, so-called Middle East. Okay. See?
It says, the zeal of Yahweh of hosts will perform this.
But like it's crazy. I think about that Isaiah 2 all the time. Every time everyone wants to bring up these, so-called Jews being real Israelites, right? Real God's chosen people. What about Isaiah 2? It's supposed to be peace right now. If they're the true people, the Yahweh should be there, King David should be there, and all nations should be running to Israel to find the right ways on how to live. You don't see that.
And the thing, Natazaki, is also, it talks about how the true people is going to get back to that land. Not bad ship, not bad boat, but ultimately Yahweh is going to use his son Yahweh shall deliver the elect and ultimately put them back in that land.
Yeah.
Well, that is a special news that Isaiah said the people shall come to and fro to seek the ways of the Lord.
Yeah, Isaiah 2.
Yeah. Because they're going to seek us in that time. It's who's if you ain't us. All right?
Exactly.
This shit looks depressing.
Bro, and you just think about it like this too, man, right? They got into the land by the Balfour Declaration, 1948. And like how you mentioned, the Lord's supposed to put us in there. People are, they without a question, bro, without a doubt in their mind, these are the Lord's chosen people. These are the Israelites. Come on, man. Like, you guys ain't them. It's like you ain't us. Excuse me. You ain't those people, man. That's it. And now you're mad that you're getting called out on it. Then the question is everyone needs to ask, okay, if they're not the chosen people, one, who are they? And the second thing is, well, then who the fuck are they? That's what you got to start asking yourself. Well, who the fuck are they then? And we know who they are. They're Amalek, Esau, Edom. All right, that's who they are. And it's funny because you got those Amalekites saying that the Palestinians are Amalek. Like, this is some crazy ass shit, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking doing the Spider-Man thing, like it's you. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's pointing fingers at each other.
They call it the American Christians. You know,
He said. Oh my God, bro. Done. Hey, it goes back to that mark that you brought up, the kingdom being divided. All right, but you got.
quickly, real quick. This is the book of Luke 21 and 24. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword and shall be led away captive into all nations. Well, that happened to the true Israelites, man. What's that? After 70 AD, man? Hey, the true children of Israel haven't seen that land since, man. And it says, and Jerusalem shall be trodden down with the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. Right? Because the Lord is using these small hats. It's also what? To bring everybody towards World War III. It says what? The least of the flock shall draw them out. So the Lord is using the small hats what? To bring everybody down towards what? World War III, man.
The Valley of Jehoshaphat. Yahweh's judgment. That's what it means. Yahweh Shabbat. Okay? That's what it's all about. Because it talks about the controversy of Zion. Okay? You know? And these people are going to get judged there. And it's to show, really, at the end of the day, it goes back to, what is that, Romans 9, where it talks about he raised up Pharaoh to show his power. That's the same thing that's happening right now. It's Romans 9, right? I'm not sure.
Yep.
That's what's happening right now. The Lord's raising up Esau, giving them all this, power, this might, this technology, juicing them up, to ultimately bring them down to say, look, no, I'm that dude. All right, I'm him.
I got you right here.
See?
This is Romans 9, and I started verse 13. It says, "As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated." What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with the Most High? The Most High forbid.
Yo, well, I mean, really, according to Genesis, I mean, I guess the Lord's wrong. And heathens can get saved. Okay, buddy. Sure thing.
For he said to Moses, "I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion." So then it is not of him that doeth, nor him of him that runneth, but of the Most High that showeth mercy. For the scripture said, even unto Pharaoh, even for the same purpose have I raised thee up, that I may show my power in thee, and that my name might be known, might be declared throughout all the earth. So that's the reason why the Lord, right? That's the reason why the Lord does everything that he does. Not that particular reason, but it's so that his name can be brought forth, man. And showing that the Lord had the right way. Everything that we were saying was of the Lord, and that's how he was traveling his direction as a Bible. There's a judgment. Y'all don't believe that there's a reason why shit happens. There's a reason why shit happens. You want to blame this shit and run to your quiet place and spaz the fuck out or get right for spazzing out? No. The Lord chose you to lose it. You ran in that direction. You fucked yourself up. And the Lord used you as a pawn. And ultimately, that's what the fuck he's doing with Esau.
I had Isaiah 2 that he quoted. It's the book of Isaiah chapter 2. I'll start at verse 2. It shall come to pass, and it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of Yahweh's house shall be established. All right, and those mountains are talking about, these nations, all right?
Yeah, they're different governments.
Government come. Established in the top of the mountains. All right, and hey, Israel's going to be on top. And hey, right now, Israel's not on top. All right, those small hats, they depend on America to fund this, man. You get your paycheck every week. A lot of your tax dollars goes to that country, man.
All right, the biggest welfare recipients. Yeah. They always, because they like to label Jake as the one that's dependent on the system, which Jake is to a degree. All right, which I'll say this. I mean, it's a systematic, it's systematically designed for us to be at the bottom. So yeah, that's why we do have an X amount of our people on it. But really, the biggest welfare recipients are you Amalekites, man. All right. You guys you get free healthcare, free schooling. A lot of you don't even work in Israel. You're just having a gay old time over there. All right, definitely a gay old time.
The amount of takers on welfare from compared to what they get left a year, man.
Yeah, and then think about it. All these small hats, right? They own all these different corporations. They run all these governments, and those corporations and governments are stealing the natural resources that were in our lands and that they're making big bucks off of. Because look at all, from Canada, this is just in America, right? Mind you. From Canada all the way down to Chile, man, right? There are so many different natural resources. You got gold, silver, wood, um, copper, farmland, oil, so on and so forth. We don't see that shit.
And not exactly these Amalekites, by the time they get funding, they get allowances every year. By the time they turn 18, they can get together and start a business.
Oh yeah.
This is all tax dollars that we pay.
Yeah. Look, man, they run everything. And a lot of these, like you look at Mexico, you look at Argentina.
Oh yeah.
Okay, those are Amalekites running the show.
That's right.
Like, and they're the face of it too. It's not even like, oh no, they're behind the scenes. No, they're literally the face of it. Then all these different corporations, they get these different tax breaks. A lot of them, they get bailouts, right? Look at these different banks. These different businesses, they were getting, especially around 08, they were getting nothing but bailouts left and right. Yeah, from the people's money, man. They fucked up. Which they already knew what they were doing, but I'm just using so they fucked up. And now your tax dollar is bailing out a corporation. They fucked up though. Why couldn't they just go on? Look, let's say some things happen in your life, right? Are you getting a bailout? Absolutely not. Your credit's gonna get shot. And now it's figuring out. Then was crazy. Talk about what Esau's being made there. As time keeps going by, they're showing, more information's coming out, showing how these small heads in particular, bro, they're all connected, and this shit goes back to like shit from like the 50s, the 60s, and it's trickling down to this era, bro. To this fucking era.
Because it's not. I kind of see. I can see this nigga is true. You're right. As it says in 2 Thessalonians, it's then that children, that man of sin, which in the son, this ain't so real, right? Is this the man? That is him.
Yep.
It says that to the other most I can say. At one point in time, not that long ago, you love declaring that you would Esau Almighty, bro. You love showing and boasting yourself, like it says in Daniel. But it says Daniel the 4th chapter, he's more stout than his fellows. That's what America was known for, man. All right?
But it's funny. Yeah, exactly. But it's funny, man, because going back to whoever brought that out with the beast watching draw them out. Now you had that one Jewish individual, whatever, I don't know his title, I don't know what he does exactly, but then he was running up on Trump. Yeah, he's our first Jewish president. He was saying, "This is my bitch, man. This is my bitch. Smack my bitch up." If you remember that song. Alright? That's literally what they're showing. We run this shit. It's just something to keep in mind. The most stout is a bitch to them.
Who's that? King Charles, that Pope, one of the royal family, like he Pope, goes to the church, like nigga, everywhere else. And it was like how you like this is world. Who the fuck is touching him like that? Like you know that it was a specific touch like that. Now you can't like look at the market and that's like someone touching like who the fuck is this guy touching this dude like he ain't shit? He's just sitting there like this, like he's a little, like he was also a little child. Yep. Like, yeah, I can't say shit against this guy. All right, don't y'all know y'all can't come and defend me because he's gonna fucking off you like that. You might drop dead in this fucking room type of shit, man. All right. So that lets you know, it even says that I believe in Ecclesiastes, man. It's higher ups in the society, but on this side, everything's wicked. So Esau has everything set up a certain way on how he wants things to go, and they still go haywire. It's like it just kind of like goes a little. It's still going according to plan. Got fucked up a little bit, but he's gonna realize that when he's becoming more into his NWO, it's still not working. It's still shit that kind of gets fucked up, and he's playing on shit. Well, at least we got this though. Well, that shit's wrong. What the hell that shit, man? That's what the fuck Esau's been doing. You motherfucking Israelites, and this other shit, all the other shit he has to deal with
We have to have divine intervention, man. It's impossible to win right now. Like in terms of physically speaking.
This is the book of Job 20 and verse 22. Counted nothing, man. You know, we built all this shit, man. We don't get no credit for it.
Still are.
All right, still are, man.
Facts.
You know, it says, when he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain upon him while he is eating. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the ball of steel shall strike him. All right, so this devil isn't gonna, he's not gonna be able to fulfill the fullness of his NWO. Like, he's not gonna be able to flat out accomplish it. He can make some progress, but the Most High is gonna stop all that shit. Okay, that's why Yahweh Shai, that's why the Lord is shorting the day. Hey, because he definitely enslaved everybody, man. He tip everybody, enslave everybody. The whole earth would be like the fucking Pride Lands when Star took over. Damn. You know? Everybody would be cool. Hey, imagine you saw chip everybody, you know how much if you cross the new set, the lands have been stripped, meaning they had came into a firm. And there's gonna come a time where this land is actually coming into a firm. And you know how, man, hey bro, I know you know, especially man, Esau loves putting it out in the kids shit. He loves putting out exactly what's about to happen in kids shit.
Oh yeah.
And it's pretty fucking dark. Everybody seen Pinocchio, that was pretty dark, man. And like even as a child, like you kind of get scarred off that shit. Yeah, no.
Yeah, people they say that a lot of these children's movies and shows, a lot of them actually, it's not for children.
Yeah.
When you really like watch these things, like how you said, it's very dark, sinister.
It's even more dark than this, like that movie
Yeah.
off Peter Pan when he was taking the little boys to the what was that shit? Something Island? Like they put it in your face, man. Lost Worlds.
Yeah, really, they were saying that it's funny because he's been doing that forever. Can you get real quick Isaiah 5 and 20? Basically, what they call evil, because he likes to because it's psychological warfare. A lot of these movies, the so-called villain is actually really the hero. They're really like because what they will, and they even do it to this day. Oh, they're the rebels. You know what I'm saying? They're terrorists, whatever, right? They use these terms to make you think that they're the bad guy when really they're just fighting for freedom, man. Yeah. You know?
They're not let shit stop them. That's the thing. They have what do you call it? A tunnel vision like focus.
Yeah, like all these like movies, you like really the so-called rebels in Star Wars were actually on point, right? Captain Hook, as you mentioned, Peter Pan, he was actually trying to. They're saying that really he was one of the boys. He was a boy at one point that got captured, but he escaped, and he was trying to free the boys from basically being stolen. You know, because they mention it, like if you notice, he doesn't attack anybody but Peter Pan. He doesn't even use them for like collateral. You know what I'm saying? You see? All right, but it just shows you, and that's just a couple of things. Oh, they were even talking about Avatar recently, man. That basically it got so damn real that they had to kind of switch it up a little bit because it basically, which I mean, is based off of how these they said they had to switch up the script a little bit. I just saw this recently, man. You know, but they'll paint these people as the bad guys, the ones that are fighting, man. The invaders. They're somehow bad.
Yeah, like
you're the fucking cancer, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Esau's a fucking cancer to society. It's cancer to this earth, man. Yes. This guy, the scriptures say what the physician's gonna cut off the lung disease. That's in Sirach, okay? That's what Yahweh Shai is about to do. Alright?
It's the book of Isaiah 5 verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. And right, in this society, righteousness is considered wickedness and wickedness is considered righteousness. Just look at the laws that's passed, man. So hatred, get married, you know? And actually, it's looked at wrong. It's happening for once. Just to use an example.
This Sirach 10 and 10. Yeah, it's Sirach 10. I'm just starting at 1. It says, Sirach 10 and 1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. Verse 3.
That's why all these people are bugged out. Hey, there's a little yellow freaks, you know what I'm saying? That's what it reminds me of. Like, that's all these people, little gremlins, bro.
But now what you think could be obscenities or might be another language stuff. Is this nigga speaking English or is he speaking, like they're just saying shit, right? These people really have an idea of any way of really going. They don't even have they don't, like, these people just going like,
They're just bugged, bro.
They wonder.
Just existing.
W-A-N-D-S-R.
But it's
They
funny,
wonder, bro.
their existence is serve what? Groot. Which he's a villain, bro.
Yeah.
That's evil. That is literally an Amalekite, bro. Look at how he looks.
Hey, that's the only direction that they're wandering in. It's actually the right direction for them. Alright? Which is the spirit of Antichrist. And on that they can agree. They all everywhere, all over the fucking goddamn board, but they can agree that they want a war against the spirit of the Lord. And in some form or fashion, Jake don't want to leave these places. They want to they run it after being the title of 2/3. Alright? Along with niggas that's changing up the doctrine, man, which are the king of the 2/3. Alright? Because here it is, you know that this is true. Well, I'm gonna teach this behind closed doors. You know, hey, yeah, brothers, yeah, I know that's what it is, but you know, Esau's coming. That's wicked. Doesn't matter how you spend it. The Lord said we gotta suffer. No matter how you can't serve him, or I'm gonna take the money and I'm gonna give it to the, I'm gonna give it to pros. Like, no, however you spend it, it's going off. All right, we have to teach the truth directly and correctly. 144% of the truth.
Sirach 10 and 3. An unwise king destroyeth his people. And these people are destroyed. Yeah. But through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited.
Right, man. Hey, this devil, look at what he feeds you. Look at what you drink. Look at what you eat. Look at what you take a shower with.
Yeah, I was gonna say
You
that.
being polluted. Yeah, look at what he's feeding your mind. Hey, these people are fucked, man. And then on top of that, he's doing witchcraft. You know? Like, hey, you niggas are experiments to this devil, man. That's why this kingdom is so wicked, man, because the wicked is in power. So his subjects are going to be wicked.
Verse 4, the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord. Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And in due time, he will set it over it one that is profitable.
And that profitable one, it starts with Yahushai. All right? And then the elect governing body. All right? See, hey, your kids won't be doing 8-hour shifts with sodomites at school in our kingdom, man. That shit's over with. We're not going to feed you trash. Hey, you going to get your wives whooped. All right? Esau, the only nation that's not going to be promised mercy. But after that, that captivity, y'all going to be saying y'all own lives. Y'all going to have to follow the laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of y'all ability, man. Okay, we going to judge y'all accordingly. But we ain't doing none of that wicked shit like Esau, man. Say Esau is an unjust ruler.
In the hand of God is the prosperity of man, and upon the person of the scribe shall he lay his honor. It says, bear not hatred to thy neighbor for every wrong, and do nothing at all by injurious practices.
Let me say this, man. That's how much your fellow Israelite. You'll have some fucking dickhead be like, yeah, man, forgive Esau. Let bygones be bygones. Hey, fuck that, man.
right? Because you would love to try to turn it around and say, you can't say this. No, what you did was wrong. You have to suffer a judgment according to that. Then you touch the apple of the Lord's eye. All right? My sweet thing.
These are the same people, man, that are, I'm just hypothetically speaking, that are judges, right? CEOs, bosses, doing all this crazy shit to you. Mind you, they're claiming to be a Christian. All right? Claiming to be a Christian. All right? And then they do all this shit to you, which is wicked, and then now they don't want to deal with judgment. You know what I'm saying? Oh, let bygones be bygones. Dude, they're like, fuck you. Fuck you. No, man. This is the real world, man. This is what the Lord has set up. You do something wicked, and you got to be judged. All right, for that.
And that's why we recognize that certain, guys who might look like Esau or another nation that say certain things or say that these things rectify judgment, and they themselves would submit to that. It's because that's a part of the spirit bearing witness. Because a brother would submit, it's like, damn, nigga, no, that's fucked up. As an individual, if I was to say that, like, y'all push that Christianity, that bullshit of that brotherhood all day, but if you really felt like that was your brother, you would understand that it's a reason why you have to pay for judgment.
Another thing too is, man, they're only sorry because they got caught. Their hand was in the cookie jar, and now they're sorry. No, you're not. That's a lie. Because if I didn't catch you, you would have still kept taking the cookies. See, he's a goddamn devil, man. That's all he is. Like, the soul in him is not right. Right? And that's what I was gonna say about that dude, right? He was just the devil from when he was a child. He wanted to be a villain since he was a kid. When you watch the movies, you go into, you know what I'm saying? I know we were talking about these kids. Alright? But no, they show you that it's like the later movies when it shows like as a kid they go into his background. That's all he wanted to do.
I want to be a super villain. That's what he said. He did say that.
Yeah.
He wanted to be a super villain.
That was his aspirations, his dreams.
He was
Okay.
known, a super evil.
Black woman was involved in that concert. Remember? I don't know if you remember that team that he loved, that villain team. A black woman was involved.
But it was also, it was funny.
Gotta add that in there real quick.
The one thing that I did like is that the one Edomite looking kid, he said, yeah, I gave it to my uncle. His uncle was Jake. He had stones. Hey, they put a lot of spirituality into those. A lot of the stuff that Esau put, as far as his little hidden messages, he'll put it into a child's movie first, because nobody would think that really go into that. And that's the reason why the books are expensive as fuck now. When you want to get certain information, you try to pull that out of a book, it's gonna be expensive to get.
It's like that Fahrenheit 451 is what it is. We're trying to basically take out all the physical copies out. Because they can control the web, you know what I'm saying? Now, of course, things are, information is being passed like out through the web. But we know at some point during the censorship, they got the power to do so. You see? That's why going back to what the Hobbs said. All these books are expensive, like Nature Knows the Color Line, right? The 13 Tribes, all these different books that at one point, starting with the Apostles on down, these books were super cheap, man. When we first came in, these books were what, like 20, 30 bucks, 50 bucks? Now they're fucking thousands of dollars. Mind you, used. We're not even talking about brand new, used. And that shows you right there, like this gotta be the truth, man. Just those books alone. All of something increase 1,000%. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? We're not talking about increase 10%, 20%. We're talking about thousands of percents, man. It increased.
Hey, we have that understanding in us, man. Because what does it say in the scriptures? That we have this treasure in earthen vessels, which is ultimately talking about the truth. But you can buy the information in those books, which is still at a high price. The Bible, they can't buy this understanding. People can buy those books all day, but if the Most High doesn't give them this guidance and this understanding to be able to deliver the message, then they won't get it. All right, there's an election set up, man. Books, got it?
I got that Romans. I got that.
Romans are
It's Romans 13. I'm like, put this. It's Romans 13 and verse 11. This is Romans 13 and 10. Love worketh no ill to his neighbor. Therefore, love is the fulfilling of the law. Hey, going back to the neighbor that the brother had mentioned, our true neighbors is our fellow Israelites. Not no other nations. These other nations show the nation of Israel no love. It says, and that knowing the time that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation near the corner. We got good news from the Lord today. That the King of heaven made us ready for our enemies. Captivity. That's what's written within the Holy Scriptures, man. All that other stuff you guys are talking about is this Isaiah 26 and verse 9. It says, with my soul have I desired thee in the night, yea, with my spirit within me will I seek thee early. For when thy judgments are in the earth, then the inhabitants of the world will learn righteousness. Going back into it, hey, Esau even the self-proclaimed women is an unpowerful man. And they live in this it's all evidence of it. The Lord is the heavenly Father, the Lord is better than like the government is to come in, the true government, and the laws, statutes, and commandments will be enforced. Children of Israel are going to be perfected. No more sinning, no more death. No other nations. Hey, one in the captivity. You know, we're going to be bound to our laws. Man. That's the gospel.
This is the book of Proverbs 29 and verse 2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. And we're under the hands of an unrighteous ruler. What's up? Young man, the wicked. You know, so everything is done, you know, Isaiah 10 and 1, man. You know, these wicked laws is being passed, man. You know, Elder Malcolm brings it out a lot, man. Hey, just look at your net versus your gross. They take $300, $400, $500 out your check every week or every 2 weeks. Scripture says you're supposed to be get paid every day.
It's crazy. It's funny that you brought that out. I was just thinking this today. You know, I was just thinking about like taxes and all that stuff. Really, when you add up all the taxes, right? You got federal, you got state, you have what? I was gonna say sales tax. What's that other shit?
Special tax, air tax.
Social Security. There we go. All these different things, right? You know what I'm saying? When you add up all of them taxes, right? That's like 50-60% of your paycheck, like real talk, bro. And how are you supposed to live off that? You know what I'm saying?
And on top of that, when you go to the store and buy something, you get
Oh yeah.
so it don't even, you get taxes on it.
Oh, entertainment tax?
Yeah.
Bro, there's literally tax for damn near everything.
Man, niggas get excited for their
I'm not
taxes.
joking about that too. Like in the state of Illinois, in the city of Chicago, you have entertainment tax, bro.
You get robbed and you don't even get all of the events.
It's fucking fine, bro.
Yeah,
And like how it's funny because you got all these people, right? They always put out on social media, you know, columnists, you know, revolted over only 2%. You know, 2% tax. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all bitch made, man. Hey, watch out. What's up?
Oh, what's up?
What's up, man? What you got?
I always like to listen.
You can listen. You got it.
This Sirach 34 verse 21, the bread of the needy is their life, and he that defraudeth him thereof is a man of blood.
All right, that's what Esau with them does, man. The money that we take, he ultimately takes from us, man. You know, hey, taking $300, $400, $500 off our check, man. He ultimately robs the poor, man. That's what this nigga do, man. Yup.
And it's funny too. And then with these,
You take from the poor and give to the rich.
oh yeah, I was just gonna mention that you got all these corporations. They deal with all these loopholes and all that, and they don't deal with the taxes. You know, they don't deal with that. A lot of these
No, I don't.
corporations, they'll have their base in let's just say like Dubai. You know what I'm saying? One of these areas where they don't get taxed. You know, it's crazy.
You know what's the biggest tax of all? Inflation. Because that's how they devalue the currency. They print the currency. Yep. So when they devalue it, that's just, in practice, it's just stealing value.
Yep.
It's right. That's the big play that he was talking about in the scriptures, man. right? It's nothing but death, right? They're those
I was gonna say that the '08 economic, crash, that and the with the COVID thing, that was really the biggest money transfer. You know what I'm saying? The biggest money transfers in history. That's all it was when you really look at it. Because those two events really impacted people's lives, and it's never changed. They've never bounced back. Like people have never bounced back since '08, realistically. Okay, and then now with this whole COVID thing, I mean, shit, people are through, man. Now BlackRock is, Vanguard is buying up all the property, right? So let's say an average house, right, in the state of Illinois is about $400,000 now, man. Before COVID, this stuff was what, like $225 maybe? It's doubled, literally. But your wages has stayed stagnant. So how are you supposed to keep up with that?
Just to say that, not to talk, yeah, I own a property, well, not really own, but I have a house myself, and property taxes went throughout the roof.
Yeah.
You know? But like, what's that, 20-30%, man?
Yeah, which is insane. That's insane, Art.
There's no reason for that.
All because, corporations are leaving, Illinois. Oh, then the huge thing here in Illinois is they got all these data centers now. And those data centers are affecting things, man. Devastating the environment, devastating your paycheck. Because electricity is about to go through the roof. Okay, your taxes are about to go through the roof. And who benefits off of this? What they call the 1%ers. They're top of the top. What you got?
This Sirach chapter 34, verse 22. He that taketh away his neighbor's living slayeth him, and he that defraudeth the laborer of his hire is a bloodshed. That's what this man is doing, man. When he do all these practices, he's killing the people, oppressing them. That's why we need the Lord to come.
Let's finish with Sirach 10.
Sirach 10 and verse 7. Pride is hateful before God and man, and by both doth one commit iniquity. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches gotten by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
That's where we're at right now. We're seeing a transfer of the kingdom. All right, and it starts off with us returning back to Yahweh Shem Shine His wisdom. What does it say? Wisdom Psalm 6. Wisdom bringing forth the kingdom. You see? All right, keep going.
Verse 9.
That's why you're seeing this empire fall. It's because the elect are being awakened. Okay, in these latter days. Keep going.
Verse 9. Why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man.
Yep.
For such an one setteth his own soul to sale, because while he liveth, he casteth away his bowels. The physician cutteth off a long disease, and he that is today a king, tomorrow shall die.
Exactly, all right? And that physician is Yahweh Shai, and that disease is Esau. And the Lord's about to cut him off. He's about to be excommunicado, okay, out of the garden, which that's not about the whole earth, okay? What does it say? He shall be chased out of the earth, The Lord's about to excommunicado this guy, which means excommunicate, out of paradise. Because really the earth is supposed to be a paradise. It's not supposed to be set up like this. So that's but we're going to end this lesson with that. We're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to also double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone. Salutations to all you brothers out there. Shalom.